Welcome to LINNC Paris 2022, and I have the honor to be with Christophe Cognard today, and we're going to talk about a particular subject that's of great interest to you: stroke. The treatment of stroke has increased, but has it caused a problem for other treatments in interventional neuroradiology?
It's really a question that I like, and I've been discussing about that at the LINNC in Val d'Isère 1 month ago. I realized it was probably 5 years ago. You know, we started doing thrombectomy almost every day in the beginning of 2015. And at that time, I was supposed to do an aneurysm case, an elective case, and then suddenly a patient came with a stroke, and I did the thrombectomy. And you know that doing a thrombectomy, you have to do everything very fast. You don't care too much the way you do it. You have to be fast, you have to be efficient. You're going with very big catheter, 1 stent, 2 stent in small arteries. And it is, for someone doing a neurointervention since years, something which is absolutely crazy. So you work very fast, you work with a lot of catheter, then you aspirate air, then you have a lot of clots. So it's something that is very surprising for someone like me who have started doing interventional neuroradiology 25 years ago. And when I did this case of a thrombectomy, which went well, then I finally did the elective case of the aneurysm. And then I realized that I was working doing the aneurysm, which was a planned case, elective case, that I was influenced by the case I've just done before. And I was working as if I was doing a thrombectomy. When doing an elective aneurysm, an AVM, or everything else, you have to be very, very careful. You have to respect perfectly well the artery. When you are manipulating the wire, you have to be very, very cautious not to damage the artery. And every single mistake may lead to a complication such as a thromboembolic complication or an aneurysm rupture. And then I realized that in my team since a few years, I see complications that I've never saw before. And then I understood that those young people, they mainly do thrombectomy, because in Toulouse, for example, we do 350 thrombectomy a year and 250 aneurysm, including half of them are ruptured. So the problem is that today people, and the young people, they mainly do stroke. So the way they work doing stroke, they apply this way they work for elective cases. And it becomes extremely dangerous. And I think that we are losing our skills, our expertise, and the way we should work. When you do an elective treatment, you have to be very, very gentle. You have to have a lot of respect to the brain anatomy and the vessel wall. When you do a thrombectomy, you can do whatever, you can have a bleed. Everything is acceptable as soon as you remove the clot. So it's for me terrible to see the influence of the thrombectomy on the practice of interventional neuroradiology.
So more and more they have to take their time and come back to the original practice.
Yeah, first we have to train them in a different way, whether they do a thrombectomy or whether they do an elective case. The problem is that they do much more thrombectomy. So one of the solutions is to, every time you have an elective case, you should be 2 or 3 people at the table to teach the young people how to do an elective case. The other point is that people have to set their mind, because we are becoming schizophrenic. On one way you behave and you play like a cardiologist, you go very fast, very rapidly, and you don't care too much about the artery, the vessel. You have to remove the clot, whatever may happen. In the other way, you have to behave like a surgeon, a neurosurgeon, for example. And if you take time, you are not in a hurry, everything has to be very precise, delicate.
Yes.
So the question is how you can switch from one person, the cardiologist, to 1 hour later to the other person that you are both of them. And become a neurosurgeon.
And this is the challenge for the future.
And this is a challenge, and there are many ways. Maybe you can have different hats, different kazakh, different music, or you can do thrombectomy standing up and doing elective case sitting on a chair. We have to find a way for the operator to know who they are when they are doing a case.
Well, thank you very much for sharing that with us.
My pleasure. Thank you, Chaptal.